Hello and welcome back. Today we're playing Iberia in Victoria 3. We have the economy of the beast. Last episode what we did was mainly just focus on expanding the market. We had some small ball-y type of wars. Nothing too crazy from what I recall. But it was just kind of a chill episode for the most part. Today we will be looking at maybe puppeting either Persia or Brazil. Probably leaning towards Persia now. Last episode I was talking more about Brazil, but I think Persia might be the better play. Interesting that we could just ban slavery in our subjects' territories. I kind of like this. But looking forward, what we might get to this episode is our truce is getting close to being up with the UK, our great nemesis, who we have not been able to clap. And we have, in the queue, we have a bunch of Navy, and we have nearly 200 stacks of Navy guys. And so I think what we might be able to do is declare war on Great Britain, probably primary war goal being returning Gibraltar. And I think we'll be able to land them with 2 stacks, and I think this might be enough. The problem is it's going to be trench infantry versus trench infantry, and this is not the bee's knees. Generally speaking, it has very high defense relative to offense, and so pushing is really difficult, and so I'm not sure exactly how we manage that, but I think maybe with 2 landings we can do it. I'm not entirely sure. We're probably looking, after we get compression ignition, to not researching any more of this stuff manually, and instead switching to mainly military tech. I think we don't really need any of the society tech too badly. I suppose paved roads might be okay, but I think that we'll try and go more towards the military tech after this. And so maybe that'll help us with this fight with Great Britain that feels impending, but let's take off and get going. Now, I think we can declare war here. And so the question is do we want to declare for Persia now? Or wait until the Brazil integration is a lot cheaper? The big thing is it takes a pretty large amount of infamy to dominion these guys. What they have is a ton of wood. Persia, though, will actually have a pretty large supply of oil in these territories. These 3, I think, is where a lot of the oil appears. I don't think it's appeared yet, but this is something we can go for. Just the population of Brazil is much higher, which is why it's more expensive. They have a population of 14 mil versus 7.6 mil, and so this is why it's much more expensive. So I'm a little bit on the fence. We would also like to go for New Granada in the nearest future. Kind of a lot to still decay before we can do it. It's a little bit of an inflection point. I think that since we want to decay like another 10 before we want to do Brazil, we would rather just dominion Persia now, especially because, well, we have a couple fronts with them, which is nice, but especially because we just like want to have 2 wars going on. Hopefully the UK doesn't join on their side, which would be quite annoying. We'll also add war reps, so it makes it more likely that they back down. Our army might even be might be powerful enough now that even if the UK joins, they'll back down because we have the extra war goals. It seems to be the case that adding multiple secondary war goals is a good way to make guys more likely to back down against you. So we might add a little bit more at the end. We've added war reps. We can add, I think, we get an obligation from New Africa. I think that means we can customs union them. Perfect. The union expands a little bit more. So this will be quite nice. We're floating a lot of excess bureaucracy. I think the reason why is because we actually wanted to increase our health system some more, so let's do that. Basara oil has been discovered in. Great Britain swayed. Really unfortunate. The first thing we'll do is we'll mobilize everyone. And the second thing we'll do is this 80 stack here. We are going to have them defend here. We won't necessarily need to attack with everyone or put everyone on a front. I think we will put this guy over here. We'll put the other 40 stack over here now that this seems less bugged out. And we will put, not the Explorer with expensive taste, but this guy who actually seems pretty good over here. And we'll keep this guy in reserve at home so he can help stave off any landings that manage to happen. We will with this boyo. Neither of our guys have exploit convoy raider. We'll just raid the convoys of the UK with everyone, I think. Except for the guy who is supporting... Oop. We will not try and land the UK here, I think. We could try and have this be our anti-UK war. You know, we can put in war goals against UK. The problem is we're going to need to decide at the start, because I think we want to land the UK simultaneously with 2 units at the very start. I don't think we can quite do that, and so maybe we don't go for it. We, of course, are moving up on the oil rigs. Why don't we just build another 5 in the queue? And we could embargo them now. I like that they just get cut off as soon as the war starts, though. We are only defending here because it is trench v trench. And so we will inflict a lot of casualties if we just defend, and then we don't have to... Here, let's take a look here. The difference... You know, this gives plus 20 defense and only plus 40 offense. And then, interesting that it has more morale loss. This one's even. This one gives a little bit more offense. And so what it leads to is you have a unit that's unbalanced towards defense, and we're both on the same type of setup, basically. And so we don't want to... We would just as soon not push into them if we can avoid it. I think Persia's fairly likely to still back down. We're hoping they... No, they're not going to back down. There's no way. We will kind of wait a little bit. Actually, let's see what war goals we want on. So we could just go for this, right? And probably enforce on them for this here. Or even something more over there. Let's just take a look what we can take from them. It's still a decent amount of infamy. 5 infamy for those provinces really doesn't seem worth it. And so I guess we're gonna just try and, like, liberate the subjects. The Raj, Canada. I think Baroda, yeah. War reparations. We kind of want to liberate Trucal states because we want to take it, but maybe liberating a country would be better. Liberating Scotland, I think. And we just consider it very unlikely we get these. We're just putting them in just in case we manage to get it done. Now, our economy should suffer a little bit of a bump when the war breaks out, because we will, of course, be embargoing each other, but this is fine. I think it hurts Great Britain more. Our true nemesis. The greatest of Britons. Although now our GDP is considerably better. Oh, they've had a bit of a come-up, though, in recent times. So we'll see. Great Britain sides with Luxembourg. Interesting. I think we just side with Germany here, then. To allow ourselves a little bit more of a thing. North Germany loves that, I assume. A little bit more flexibility fighting the UK. Although, I suppose if Persia backs down, it's actually annoying, because we actually don't want to get... We don't want to renew our truce with the UK, but it's very unlikely. Okay, this has created a level of complexity here. So let's take a look. This is not our good boyo. We will move this guy over here. We will move our good boyo back. And I think have him defend the front against them. Hopefully he arrives in time. 63 days. I don't think this war breaks out for at least another, yeah. And then we will have to upgrade this boyo here that's moving back. I think to at least this level, which means we are going to want to recruit more guys. So we'll probably put this at the front of the queue. Let's see, we have a bunch 35. Wish you could do Shift and Alt at the same time. Or can you now? Maybe they changed it? Oh, you could do Shift and Alt, or maybe, let's check if it's at the front of the queue or the back of the queue. No, it's at the back. Okay. Yeah, every one of these... Ooh, Western Andalusia doesn't have any barracks, and neither does Asturias. So we'll just do 15 at each. I think this will be enough to kind of get a good smattering. I'll just actually just do 20. This should be able to get everyone to max size. That's actually super overkill, but whatever. Well, it's not... Well, it's overkill. These guys, of course, are weakened, but we're strong on these fronts, so it's not a big deal. Did they leave? If they left, we're going to push here when the war breaks out. But if they didn't leave, we're just going to sit there. And again, just keeping... well, we're keeping no one in reserve now, but... So maybe we actually want to defend landings in Iberia. I think we'll be fine. Someone has switched to standby. That was previously advanced. Was there a back down? No, it doesn't look like it. We might even advance with this guy. Alright, is anyone here? Yeah, people are here, so we will just be stuck in on the defense. And we are just looking to push with these 100 stacks first. I suppose the one that is offensive, we will eventually want to have promoted. So we'll just promote him now. And he'll be able to defend better over here. He doesn't have the... Ooh, hopefully he gets there in time. This guy's should be strong enough. Yeah, we're not pushing, but they are, it looks like. Our allies, which is not what we want. We are comfortably pushing in here. So I think we'll get pretty... Yeah, there's no one to stop us. They only have just the one unit. And UK has never helped anyone in a ground war. Like, they've just sat at home with their uber big stacks. And so it's impossible to land them. We're going to try and double land them at home, though. Let's take a look at the size of the navy. Is there reserves? No, there's not. Luxembourg does back down, so we're not going to get that war after all. So I think we actually switched to landing with our not-so-popular guy who's defending. I think that's Felix, who's got expert offensive planner. So we're going to land up here, which is going to cost a lot of troops, even if we pull it off. We're not landing down here because of reasons. Now, the reasons are we're going to... Yeah, we are going to need more bureaucracy. What swapped over? We lost the juice. Okay. But we are not landing down here because they have way more troops in the southern portion. We could actually also land with one of these other 100 stacks. So we're going to do that because it's pretty close here. So we're going to promote you. Twice, I think. Oh, you're already all promoted. Okay, and then... Which one has... Estancia? You'll use him. And we will get 2 landings off in Scotland, hopefully. Just defending here. Looks like they brought a lot of troops to bear here, which is excellent for us. They are on trench, of course. And so now we're just pushing with the 100 stack over here, but that's more than enough. Good assembly lines. The labor-saving PMs just haven't been very good for us so far. Let's check. Nope, still not very profitable, although it does decrease the price of labor. And so this is something you can't evaluate in a vacuum. I think we'll swap these over, because what it does is it makes labor cheaper everywhere else for you. Or makes it cheaper for all the other things. And the SOL is starting to rise, so that'll be good. What are we pushing into over here now? We're pushing into Persia. They have a 99 stack. That's pretty big. But what... Yeah, the PMs aren't very good. So, more than happy to keep pushing that. Now, we're going to need some more government administrations here. So, let's build some more here. German Federation is mobilizing for what, boy? They're just keeping on going. Keeping on, keeping on. Alright, we gotta take a look at Cloud. We're probably gonna try and juice up... Yeah, we're gonna be trying to juice up the trade unions. Super close here to getting in there. And I think we can try and do... Nope, we can't do women's suffrage again yet. But we are trying to get everyone... The three big players, which is the Intelligentsia, the Industrialists, and the trade unionists, up to 20% clout, so we double their bonuses, which is gonna be very nice. Currently, we're hoping this market liberal dies. They're kind of cramping our style here. Looks like we're gonna get a landing soon in a sec, and then we're gonna try and do another one as well at the same time. And we don't have... Our trade routes are not active with them, I think, right? That's how this works. Yeah, they're inactive. Those guys are getting pushed. We already kind of cleaned up Great Britain. Why don't we move these guys over here to clean them up over there? We'll keep the 40 stack at home to resist a landing. We are making a ton of money. Why are we not? Oh, because we're not using all the construction. I think we might... we're all... Taxes are already pretty low. I think we'll come in and... Let's see, what can we build here? We can try and make electricity in one of these... Yeah, you're auto-producing electricity anyways, so let's try and just 51 you. So this is... 47. That's what we'll need, and then we'll just put a few of these at the front of the queue. And then... What else are we going to need? Probably, let's take a look at the infrastructure down here, and we'll do more iron down here, which we've been doing. We're trying to expand a lot more down here, I think, because we would like people who are from accepted cultures to migrate over here to make it cheaper for us to incorporate, or faster. So it's not a 20-year incorporation. I don't think this strategy is really working, but kind of just testing it out with the combination of public schools and colonial resettlement instead of exploitation. We're getting our other landing through. Yeah, so we're just single filing here. I think we have to get it both at the same time. Hopefully this battle somehow continues way longer, but oh wait, we started the battle with only 1k troops? Why is that? Seemed like just low roll. And just unlucky, because we started both these landing attempts pretty near to each other in terms of time. So, unless we get a bug that gives us the one man who can never die. But here we get another landing, but here we get more troops, higher offense, so this landing's gonna pull through, it looks like. And then these guys, if the landing fails, will re-land on the capital, because I'm sure they move some guys over to try and deal with this. So we're going to take the speed down a notch and try and be attentive to how this is folding out, because this seems that paying attention to stuff is more important now. So let's just watch this battle. We're doing great here. We can't upgrade these right now. This is fine. We get an obligation from Egypt. Our convoys are getting sunk, though. Kind of annoying. We actually have a ton of excess convoys, so it's actually not a big deal at all, but you have powerful protectors, so if we can get you off of that, you will become a protectorate. This is cool. Yeah, Persia's slowly getting pushed. Okay, so our first naval landing fails. We will re-land the home countries with the big boyo, with Felix. And try and bop the capital, hoping that by the time the landing comes in, they will be moving guys to this front. I know they have quite a few on this front. You know, they've put up an enormous amount, actually. We have a lot of allies on this front, but we are not pushing, just standing still, and more than happy to just tie up those 200 whatever thousand troops while we get a real legitimate landing off. And now his offense is quite high. He's tired, though. He's a tired boyo. And also, once we wrap up Persia, we will land again. Weird to get that roll where we just have just the 1k troops into 100,000. But I think that maybe allowed us to only... Well, we were into 100,000 here, but we got the full 100,000 into 100,000, so we will be winning this battle. So maybe... I mean, I've said this so many times, but maybe this is the one where we managed to actually land the UK and mess them up. I was worried we were single filing them when I saw like our first naval invasion just get clapped, but it got clapped because only 100 people landed. Now we might switch this guy onto defense depending on how many people are on the front when he initially gets there. But if we have a front here, I think they're likely to put more people into it, which makes naval landings easier. I think we'll put this guy over here. We're slowly pushing here. It is a little slow, though. I think that they know that they can't win. So maybe they capitulate soonish, despite being only minus 40. And maybe we finally bust these boys up. I wonder if we could decay them below 0, because we will hold part of Scotland, which is one of the war goals. And it's possible we should have just had the war goal as release Scotland, because we could have landed Scotland easier. But I'm not really sure. We are having some administrative problems. We will continue to expand these a little bit. Looks like a couple just finished. We don't have insufficient tax capacity anywhere, otherwise we would expand there specifically. They're super... We're just trying to keep an eye on that and make sure we get a good timing of when that's done. Yeah, this is not the best push. Broken supply line for both of us. Oof. Just 3k left here. How are we doing on this? We are... The investment pool keeps increasing, which is not kind of what we want. I think we need more construction to make it not increase, or it's just bugged. Could be really the latter. Because I think that when we stop using the state construction, it should fill up the entire private construction queue with more and more stuff, and all of our overflow from unused state construction efficiency should go into here, but that doesn't seem to be how it's working, so that's a bit unfortunate. Just 1k left here, and we get the naval battle on here. And we desperately need to watch and make sure that we don't somehow get unassigned from this landing as soon as we make it, because that would be catastrophically bad. Just 800 boyos left. I think there should be some sort of routing mechanic, because it's like crazy how long the last 1,000 guys hold off. About to enforce on Persia here. So once we finish this battle and we get the front, we will be like landing, I don't know, maybe Midlands, probably East Anglia, with the remaining 100 stack under Fernando. He blunders, oh no! Yeah, convoys are getting sunk. You're telling me, brother. You want white peace? No, 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 no. We control a third of the war goals and we can't tick them below 0, so we do need to get the capital in order to tick them down here. Once this 100 stack is done, I think we might switch this guy over to defense immediately as well. Come on, you're losing 3 troops a tick? What is this? There's 35 guys versus 30,000. We're gonna do this. No speed 2. And is our guy on the front? He is. But there's a ton of guys to meet him. So I think we will just switch to defense. And have this guy land. With the 100 stack. In Midlands. And we want Fernando. And we just defend here. Now are you... No, you can't get decayed below 0 because we need the capital specifically. And we get 100k into 133k. So it might just be more white peace time. I mean, we can maybe advance into this. We have expert offensive planner. Let's just try and see what the battle looks like. If the battle looks really bad, because this landing looks real bad, then maybe we have to rethink things. So we get 70k into 200k. It seems that you can bring way more guys to bear. More than just one unit, so let's try that. Trade unions are now powerful. Hell yeah, brother. Let's see if we can make them happy by going women's suffrage. Yeah, I don't think we get this landing off. It's stupid trench v trench. We are moving more boyos over here. I don't think this works. We still have quite a bit of this left to work with, war exhaustion, but I don't think this is the... Man, I thought it was the one, but it's looking like it's not the one. Let's check our infamy. Yeah, we can still let it decay and try and do some stuff. Succession in Canada. Oh, okay. It's just Inuit uprising. I thought maybe Canada was rebelling against the UK. That'd be much more exciting. Yeah, also it looks like the landing in England's gonna be poorly coordinated here. So hopefully we can bring more guys to bear in the next battle because we're moving all these guys over. And then here we're just content to defend still. If you lose in the next 19 days before the guys get here, I think we want them on defense, but other than that, we want them on offense. Let's put more coal mines in the queue. Or let's actually check the railways. No, they're fine. Still a super large... Maybe this landing in East Anglia will work. Just because here's the naval battle for it, right? And we already have 50k tied up here. So hopefully this takes forever to finish, right? And then the 50k... Or the 130k, plus all the guys who are tied up here, plus all the guys who are tied up here, gives us a good enough opportunity for this naval landing to, yeah, encounter somewhat even forces. It sucks that we get exhausted on the start, and our offense is not that high, but it's a lot of it's from the insufficient naval landing support, which will go away, and his defense is not that high. So, like, we're recovering this. I think this might work. In East Anglia. Yeah, it's kind of close. I think it... we lost a lot of guys already, but we started with... They started with plus 10k on us, and... I don't know if this works here. We could just try re-landing the home countries with... Now that these guys are going to be stuck in a long little battle. This battle's almost done. And now we have 180k here. Right? But we are starting to decay pretty quick here. We're not going to accept white peace at this point. Okay, so this battle's over. And we'll try one last time here. With the 100 stack of Felix. And these guys are now tied up for that one. This one just didn't quite do it. Poor visibility is a bit unfortunate. Some bad rolls here. If we had gotten good rolls, it would have been a little bit better. We have a 180k pushing, so it looks like we can just bring more guys to bear if we just have more guys on the front. So I think next time we will just look to land, defend, put a whole bunch of guys in, and then push. This will be the plan for next time. We, of course, are decaying below 0 now, but they can't enforce anything on us. So we'll see if we can maybe get something, a little something from them. Because we are stuck in Scotland, so maybe they think that Scotland can be lost here. I'm not sure exactly how the AI thinks. Alright, so now... Will you take Liberate Scotland? No. War Reps? No. So I guess we could just wait and see if the landing works. Not this one. This one's gonna fail. But if we just get another good landing on the capital specifically. So maybe we switch... all these boyos to defend, right? Just to give us as much time as possible. And then once this battle finishes, we switch to defend front. Yeah, just couldn't quite swing it. Felt pretty close though. Oh, they're advancing into us and we're defending and we're clapping them. Got it. My brain, in my brain, we were always the offense. And now they have 370k, so maybe this landing in the home countries works. Because we're clapping this. This is going to lose, but hopefully we touch down here before this battle ends. That way these guys are still tied up, the 112k. So we're going to need this to finish. We're out of bureaucracy. We're kind of out of time too, though, with the minus 37 war score. And maybe you think we can liberate Scotland? No, you don't. You think we got nothing. You think we got nothing. But they're just losing an enormous amount of troops here. Which, testament to the defense. And here we get 100k into 136k. We get a decent score here. I don't think we're going to be able to swing this. So I think we will take our guys home. And just wipe peace out here. We subjugated Persia successfully. I think we need to, yeah, I don't think we need to damage relations with them anymore. Sure, why not? I think we'll take another tick, even though it's only 7%. How much is our infamy now? So we might just want to chill a little bit, just a short while. Because we don't have anyone small we need to annex, I don't think. Oh, I guess Honduras we can annex. Nicaragua, maybe? Yeah. Just 2 infamy. And I think we can take Great Britain if Great Britain decides to join against us. I know, we weren't too successful there, but, I think we can take them. It's just been so close to being able to get them, like, every time. We'll just push up this stuff a bit. It's just been so close. Radical Bolivia. We will send our peacekeepers. Now they can convince people to try and join. Oh, what was that tech? Oh, I wish you could see what you just researched. Oh, okay, was it compression ignition? Perfect. So we're gonna actually need a ton more oil. So let's do this, and they're all on auto expand, but yeah, we're gonna need a lot more. So we're going to swap this over to diesel pumps. And then we're going to make a lot more oil in the queue. This minus 75 is like kind of always been a bit ridiculous. Not expecting them to quite join against us, but they might. I think what we want is a little bit more consumer goods to help bolster the standard of living. We are getting close to the objective for the run. They're in Puerto Rico. Looks like we'll build them tall in Valencia. 41, that'll do it. So 51. We'll just make sure you have a couple extra on that front. Great Britain takes on Bhutan's debt. People are importing coal from us now that we turned on the oil stuff. I think we turn on some more. Specifically there. There. That doesn't even use that much oil. We'll just turn them on everywhere. Really like the compression ignition PM. Let's see if we have insufficient tax capacity. Yeah, we do somewhere. Buenos Aires. So we will increase here. Great Qing sides with radical Sikh. And we would love to join, I think. Where is this revolution? Austria. I think we would like to join on the side of China because we want to improve our relations with them. So let's do that. And also, we don't mind clapping the UK, and this will actually give us fronts. So we're gonna move this guy. Oh, we can't reach that front? That sucks. But we can reach this front. We will have this guy defend. I don't think we're gonna try and land the UK. Because we don't have anything we can enforce on them, but we can raid the crap out of their convoys. And I think that suddenly things look relatively bad for... These guys might back down though. Oh no, wait. Civil War. They are in bankruptcy. But it looks like Great Britain's probably going to lose that. I guess maybe we didn't want to wind ourselves up in the war, but we can always capitulate quickly. We will... we can't customs union them, so we'll absolve the obligation to make them friendly. We'll check our other obligations as well. Let's see who we can protectorate and such. Mainly it's going to be people defending the border here, though. Yeah. But we're trying to get above neutral with Uruguay. We could start bankrolling them. We just want to get them into the customs union. Nothing more. We can start bankrolling Kebab. We can get a trade agreement with the North German Fed. They are pretty notorious. We could also look to eventually cut them down to size. Kind of a little two directions on that one, though. Put that boy over there. He'll get a decent push. Popular playwright. We will take the enactment chance. Don't think the UK is going to really be able to do this one. We are leaving a couple guys unmobilized, just to save a little cash. I don't think it's necessary. Maybe it's necessary to help over here, though. No, we don't have anyone left. Let's see if we actually have unraised guys. No, we don't have any reservists. So we'll just chill out. We did bring this up in the queue in the interim, so pretty happy about this. Can we make your inputs cheaper? Not too terribly cheaper. We get the Integralist Party. I think that's new. I don't think I've seen that. Social Democratic Party. Where's the Integralist? Interesting. Full legitimacy, though. And we have the three interest groups powerful that we want powerful, and we're getting bonuses kind of from all of them. And loyalists are creeping up. Radicals are creeping down. I think everything's in good shape here. Oil, you're telling me. Oil is the future. I hear them say the future is the children, but nope, it's oil. Don't like this. Don't like this at all. Of course, it's something we could take off of them. We should have just taken off. We should have offered them stuff. Tragic. I think we'll take the free trade parties stuff instead of pissing off the people outside the government. Because right now the trade unions are outside the government, and they're not going to be happy with us forever. So. I do think we are currently bolstering, and I think maybe we want to suppress the armed forces. So let's do that instead. Because we don't mind the armed forces being above 5% clout, but if we suppress them, it'll raise everyone else up, and we kind of want all of these people not marginalized. We're okay with the landowners being marginalized. We keep on suppressing them, though. Keep them down there. That way all these guys are demarginalized, and we would love to get the rural folk actually above 20%, but I don't know if we can do that, but suppressing the armed forces is kind of step one in that aim. Well, step one's actually increasing. Ooh, look at Dutch East Indies independence. We would love to get them in the customs union, so we're going to begin improving relations with them. Can we decrease taxes? No, we got to increase construction. We got to do it. We'll put it at the back of the queue, though. That's a lot of construction, so... this should be short work of the UK. Yeah, we got a way bigger... maybe we don't do this, manage this, but we're going to push them out of China here. And they're probably going to get enforced on. Once we push them out of China, we can, of course, just back out of the war. And so we'll just kind of... we will leave when it's convenient, that war. We're just defending here. Oh, we can push. There's only one guy there. So we'll just push and push him out. Go to a different front. Yeah, 77 against 1. Doesn't matter, you have 91 defense. I think since we're building so much construction down here now, that we'll just kind of want to float more economies of scale bonuses. Week of 51U, for example. It's 3, 4, 5, so it's 35, 45, 55, 51. Oh wait, I might have overexpanded that. Kind of hate having so much power plants out there, though. Let's do that. Getting max throughput on at least one thing here. Don't think we have glass much out here. We'll do that. We've expanded steel in so many spots. I think we'll just leave this one alone. Or we could do engines here, I guess. Put you on auto expand. Annex Seacom. So is there anything else to be had in this war? No. So maybe us joining wasn't all that great. Oh well. %60 chance of... I think we just want the extra chance. Is Great Qing happy with us yet? No, they might have been... Yeah, our relations have improved quite a bit though. So who all are we improving relations? We're improving with Sokoto. We can start bankrolling them now. Look to eventually pull them into the market. Standard of living's starting to get close to the objective. Big part of this is having the taxes low. You are not auto-building that. I was about to say you're auto-building that, but you're not. Well, that's criminal being on 42 something. Gonna need a couple more of these. Oop, that's not an infrastructure problem. That one is. I think this one's not. Yeah. Maybe you could have gone for Morocco earlier. I think they have decent resources. I don't know why we haven't gone for them. Just less North Africa focused, I think. But I think they do have decent resources. Let's see. Lead, iron, sulfur. Meh, it's okay. Not as good as, like, Tripoli, right? Which has, I think, sulfur and oil. Honduras gives up. Can't damage relations with them anymore. Crusade for change. 10% momentum. We'll definitely take the enactment chance on this. Really love to get women's suffrage in here. Economy's coming along quite nicely. It's like a straight vertical line now. We have tractors. I don't think we use tractors. We might use tractors now. Actually, let's revisit some of these. Yeah, these make money now. Money moves. I think the oil one does not make as much, would be my guess. Ah, it looks like they make more, but we'll keep the oil PM profitable. Mechanized slaughterhouses, swap over those. So this means steam donkey's probably going to start being good. This will fire some people, but it's going to make labor everywhere a little bit cheaper. So make everywhere kind of more profitable. Could do chainsaws. Don't think... I've never seen that PM look good. This, of course, is still bugged. It's always stuck on privately owned. A little annoying. Don't think we want to do diesel engines. Well, have they swapped... Have they made this PM more efficient? Let's go paper mills. That's not a huge loss, but it does make labor cheaper. Assembly lines, maybe. Glass blowers, no. Rotary valve engine. It doesn't lose too much, and it's going to make labor cheaper. So we're just swapping over the labor-saving PMs, because this is starting to come in. Progressive Party wins. We get a free government reform. Let's go reform. And we'll just stay with what we got, because these guys got a lot of votes. And they are maintaining clout. Do have to watch the trade unionists, though, because they're about to drop below. So let's actually stop bolstering these, or stop suppressing these guys, and bolster these guys for a hot minute. And what is this? Siam is offering us play against France. What is the play? Subjugate Siam. Well, I don't think I liked that. They're offering us obligation. But I think that they are... Yeah, we would want Siam to open their market at some point. But we could always leave them to do our Brazil thing. Subjugate Hesse? What the hell? Why is the US subjugating Hesse? That's a vibe. You're never getting there, my friend. Maybe they back down? Maybe we don't need this headache, though. I mean, we would prefer Siam remains independent, though. And I think we could just do some of this. Let's see, do you or you have... Nope, no one has raiders, but what we could do is patrol the coast in Siam. And raid the convoys up here. And I think that they can't ever enforce on Siam here. I don't know why we have... Is Austria on this? Austria is. So maybe move this guy over there. It's actually probably the wrong terrain for him. Probably push both the guys here, both the big ones. And, this guy can push here. This guy will do the small ball stuff. Keep the other guys at home to defend. We'll have this guy mobilized. Oh, he is mobilized, but we'll just keep him at home. And he can defend against landings. Would very much like this war to wrap up. Plastic production. Hell yeah, brother. Plastic's the future, you're telling me? Or Cape Colony gets plastics. I think plastic's the future. Austria is damaging relations. Yeah, yeah. Great Britain is, of course, swayed, naturally. Oh, but they're swayed onto our side. What the hell? What the hell? That's a big shift in the power balance. Not sure how much they're going to mobilize, but that might be enough to make France back down. Let's see if we have insufficient tax capacity somewhere. We do not. So we'll build up these a little bit more. France declared rivalry. Well, you know what, France? You know what? We'll do some of that. Hiya. Take that. Rural folk retires, and we get the infrastructure. Nice. You have to be concerned, though, when this goes away. You just, like, get wrecked. Riggedy, riggedy, wrecked, son. So you gotta just keep in mind that. Definitely want them to lose political strength. Sucks that they will be upset with us, but oh, but they're happy with us? That makes no sense. '96 stack traveling over there. I think if these guys peace out early, we might be able to declare war. They're fully occupied. I really wish if there was only one person in war and they were full occupied, it just like went away. They're minus 44. They might back down here. Wonder what Great Britain's attitude towards us is, considering we're on the same side of the war. They're conciliatory. We could end the rivalry. I don't think I want to. It might be correct to, but I don't want to. I'm committed to this, let's see, how cheap is this? That's a little expensive, but more than happy to make them happy with us. We get women's suffrage. Hell yeah, brother. Kind of, in everything we want. We maybe would want to swap to some of these. Everyone's so happy with us, though. I was gonna say maybe we should go censorship while we can, but we can't really that easily. I think we might stay on wealth voting as well for now. Sooner it will be the case that the wealth voting lets everyone vote, but not yet. I think we have a 96 stack here. And it looks like they're not bringing anyone, so we'll just do that. But we'll keep in mind who's headed over here. 63 days. We'll let him kind of push that, Felix, and then we'll probably move him to Brazil if we can get the war with Brazil before this other war breaks out. I'm not sure exactly how this works. No, but it's because we're in a... Oh my god, that's such horrible timing. I'm pretty sure if you're in someone else's play, you can declare war, but this native uprising right here is just like, cock blocks us so hard here. Well, since we're not going to fight Brazil, we'll just move this to the native uprising. We will no longer be eligible for native uprising soon. But I really hope there's someone that we're bankrolling that we can protect right here. That would be super nice, because we are not going to be able to make use of our infamy decay. Here, yeah, we can do a Scandi. Use the Obli. Use the Scandi Obli for a little protectorate action. After you say yes, come on, let's go. They accept subjugation. We have a lot of people protectorated, so going bad boy mode would not be terrible at this point. But we can also just slowly integrate these guys. I think this is fine. Make it a ton of money. But I think we will end the episode here. We continued to expand a little bit. You know, we annexed Nicaragua. We protectorated Persia, and we got Scandinavia too. So we're making more subjects. But we had another war with Great Britain where we maybe could get something done, and then we couldn't get it done. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to do it while we're on trench, specifically, I think. And so we will kind of work our way towards NCO training. Dreadnought is not spreading. This is kind of big. Destroyer is not. But we will probably go automatic machine gun, and then a couple other, you know, maybe we go wargaming to prep for going stormtroopers. I like stormtroopers quite a bit. But maybe we go automatic machine gun into some of this or something like this. Just go ahead of time in order to get, you know, better PMs to eventually, fight Great Britain. Because the differential in offense and defense on trench is super favorable to just stalling and not favorable to landing. Landing is really rough in patch 1.2.1. And we can't, isolate their economy unless... Actually, one of the bigger problems is we would be able to land British Raj and just take the entire thing and enforce that way if we could ever declare a war on Great Britain. But we can never declare a war on Great Britain because Great Britain, we've had a truce with them for the past 50 years in the game. And so we can't declare a war on them of our own, which would bring in their subjects, which would allow us to land their subjects to enforce them, right? Because we would love to just say release British Raj and have this be the only war goal, and then just go in and land the British Raj and just wreck them. But we can't do that. So we have to land the Isle of Great Britain when they join against us repeatedly because they don't bring in their subjects. And so it creates this situation where it's just impossible for us to get the thing through, or it has been. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube algorithm stuff, and have a good day.